Hello everyone, and welcome back to Conquer the Frontier at the New Frontier. It is August, and we have reached episode number 8. And we have a rather lovely ray of sunshine coming through the trees this morning. There's a bit of cloud on the forecast, but Nordic and I have got a busy day of activities. Starting out with getting some wood chipping done, because the biomass heating plant has run low of wood chips, so we need to get that stocked up. I feel like that's going to be a pretty usual morning routine for Nordic and I. And of course, this is the field where we harvested our first crop, oats, which we sold last month, and that's given us a good amount of money, and we've had a trickle feed of money from the biomass heating plant as well. So yeah, the funds are looking pretty good. Now, today we are going to be aiming to create a new field. Nordic has spotted a patch beyond some of the trees in that direction, where we have a bit of a paddock space to create a field. So we're going to be donning the plough, and I think Nordic will be setting a space for that to go. And then we will be looking to potentially drill a crop in this field for the next season. I think canola can be drilled now, but we are hoping to get a fertilizer spreader so we can use that for doing some liming, as last season we couldn't lime the fields, we didn't have enough money, but this time round I think we are going to try, so that will help the yields. Right, Nordic is going to get the wood chipper, and I will grab some logs to feed in, and then yes, we can get this deposited in. Oh, to be fair, I should probably go and get the pickup so we can get that deposited into the biomass plant. Feeding on in, and we can get this hitched up. Just we'll save a little bit of time so Nordic doesn't have to detach the wood chipper and then unload it. Right, I think Nordic is probably good to turn on, and we can grab some small logs. There we go. Get the wood chipper fired up, Nordic, and let's get this filled up, shall we? Right, there we go. The heating plant is full once again with wood chips to keep it busy for the day. I just left the trailer there because we'll probably need to top it up later on today. Nordic has taken the tractor and he's grabbed the plough. He's going to be leading the charge and setting the boundary for the new field. And he has spotted a nice area that is kind of just along from where we mowed up a little section down here last month. It's to the left in a moment. Yeah. Dead ahead here is where we mowed up last time. It looks like the grass has grown back already, which is pretty cool. But yes, here is a nice little enclosure. I guess a paddock you could call it, where we have a nice oval shape, and Nordic is going to basically start ploughing a field, which will be rather nice. I'm just going to park the pickup in the trees, so yeah, we can watch on, and then we'll be trading with him halfway around. So yes, we'll let Nordic crack on. And there we go. Nordic has finished his section of doing the ploughing. He's done a good perimeter around the field, and yeah, it's looking quite an interestingly shaped field. It looks a bit like a racetrack at the moment, so I think we might have to come up with a interesting and quirky name for it. Right, I think Nordic has sort of been working and operating by creating little sections of ploughing. So we will try and do the same, and yeah, I think the best thing for us to do is potentially try and create a section from this corner here to go upwards, and then we'll come back on ourselves the other side, because yes, this is only a single direction plough, so we do need to make sure that we kind of alternate the rows, or stagger the rows, so to speak. Right, I want to make sure I'm going in a good direction. I think that probably looks about straight. So let's lower away. We'll set the cruise and yeah, take it from there. Some wheel slippage at the end there, just to struggle through on the last rows, and we'll bump our way out of the field. And that is the field nicely ploughed up. I think Nordic might have done the slightly smaller half and I did the bigger half. Felt like I was ploughing for quite a long time there, but yes, nice to have our second field created. Fantastic, and it is quite a sizable field, so we're quite lucky really that we had this sizable patch to be able to plough. Nordic is doing a lap, and you might have noticed that the shape of the field when we were in overhead view did look a little bit like a racetrack, and that got Nordic and I thinking that it looks like a racetrack, so we should potentially call it a racetrack. And because the Formula 1 is in preparation at the moment, we saw that it looked a bit like Albert Park, which I believe is a racetrack in Australia. So yes, I think we're going to call this field Albert Park in honour of that racetrack. So yes, Albert Park Field, or just Albert Park, that will do nicely. And yes, I did accidentally leave the plough down in a small section off the field, so yeah, we have a bit of extra ploughed ground there, but never mind. Right, let me get my bearings. This is the track, so we'll head off back in this direction, and that does mean that we need to find a name for the field that is in the main yard. It obviously was the first field. I don't think first field is probably an appropriate name, so maybe we could just call this farmyard field or yard field, or it is near the water, so maybe we could call it pond field or pond view or something like that. Maybe let us know if you've got any ideas as to what we should call it. It is on a bit of a downward slope as well, so I could call it something down as well, like farm down or pond down or something along those lines. Right, we will get the plough dropped off back here, and I have turned off create fields, so we are not going to be digging some more fields. Right, there we go. Okay, I think Nordic is grabbing the trailer because we're going to head over to the store, and that's because we need a lime spreader or a fertilizer spreader which can carry lime as well. I believe the front loader is down by the tree, and yeah, we'll get the front loader because we are going to need to load up a bag of lime. So let's grab this down here. We'll probably need the rear weight, and there we go. That's going to help with the lime bags, and we can grab the front loader, but we won't need the wood grab. We can drop that off, so let's just line up. Oh, that was very smooth of me. There we go. We have dropped the log fork off, and we can go and grab the pallet fork. Right, Nordic and I are just going to do a little bit of a test to see if we can get down to the store a little bit quicker using the trailer and the ramps. So I'm hoping that I might just be able to reverse on here, because the tractor can be a little bit slow at times. Oh, I think the ramps might need to be a little bit widened, or I need to just drive a little bit straighter. There we go. Right, we are loaded up, and Nordic is going to take us to the store as a bit of a passenger. Hopefully we don't tip over. We're slightly on the wonk, but yes, this will get us down to the store much faster. Right, we have made it. Nordic can hopefully unload us, and he is going to do the purchasing of the spreader, and we will load it up. Let's start our engines and get off this trailer if we can. There we go. We have managed to disembark, but that was very cowboy maneuver that from Nordic and I. Alright, there we go. Nordic has bought the lime. We have 4 bags of 2,000 litres each, so 8,000. And right, I think I'm hoping that I might be able to, can I widen the forks? Should be able to. If I go as wide as I possibly can, I'm hoping I might be able to pick up 2 bags at once. That would be very handy. Let's just make sure we've got the right angle set, because the depth perception when loading can be a little bit off. There we go. Right, so we have picked up the new lime spreader. It is a Vicon, and it can do fertilizer as well. We've loaded up the 4 bags of lime and dropped the weight off in the trailer, so we're going to meet Nordic back over by the field, and I think he will be starting off doing the liming, and we'll probably start with liming the field that we have just ploughed, Albert Park. Alrighty ho, Nordic has veered off to the right to Albert Park, and we will head over here as well. Guess we'll just put the front loader up a little bit and just park up here for him to hop in. Right, here you go, Nordic. Enjoy the lime spreading. We will watch on from the sidelines. Right, okay, Nordic has finished liming Albert Park, so we've realised we did not buy enough lime, so we're going to return to grab another 3 bags, I guess, to buy another, or to have another 4 in the stash. So let's head on down there, we'll hopefully catch up to Nordic, and then it's going to be our time to lime the main field, first field, and yeah, once we're done with liming that, we'll be looking to drill some canola, and that'll probably be the last job of the day. Oh, there we go. We have purchased them, and they've come out this side. I think this one is 730 litres, plus we've got a little bit in the trailer there, so that should be fine. Alright, let's lash up and we'll head on back and we'll get straight on to liming. Okie dokie, so Nordic and I have got to the point where this main field is limed here, and we've just thought about what to do around fertilisation. The seed drill we have can take solid fertiliser, so I think the plan is that we are going to fill up the seed drill with fertiliser. Nordic's going to nip to the store very quickly, grab a big bag of fertiliser so we can load that up. And that will mean that we can apply primary fertiliser to the field when we drill it. Which means we'll only need to fertilise it once more, once the crop has germinated. And that will mean we can go into the field and not damage the crop by spreading fertiliser with the spreader. Speedy Gons Nordic is back from the store, and we can fill up with the solid fertiliser as well. Fantastic. Right, we are good to go, so we'll fire up. Don't think we need to turn this drill on because it is powered by the wheels, so we can head on in and get our canola going. So let's just line up. I'm probably not going to do a headland, I'm just going to do rows because we've got enough turning space either side. So let's lower away, and we are drilling. Great stuff. Okay, well, Nordic and I have had a bit of a problem. The direct drill does not seem to be direct drilling. I have had this issue before. So I am going to go to the store to pick up a harrow, and it does raise the question as to whether Nordic can pull the seed drill with the pickup. So what we might try and do is I will pull the harrow with the tractor, and Nordic can pull the seed drill, which doesn't need a PTO or anything, with the pickup. Right, made it to the store, so let's purchase our harrow. Under cultivators, it is the Lizard Harrow 3 meter, and you can select it being a harrow or seed harrow. I don't know what the difference is necessarily. We've got some tyres added for a bit of extra weight, and let's see if we can change it to a bit of a massy red to match our tractor. That would be nice. There we go. We can buy this for $640. There it is. It's not quite the same red, but it will do. So let's grab this and we can head straight back and get on with the harrowing or cultivating and the drilling at the same time, hopefully. Well, back I go again, because I've bought the 3 meter one when there is a 5 meter one, so yeah, we'll have to trade this out. Excellent. So Nordic has finished the last row, or thereabouts, just finishing off the last little segment. So we will park up. The cultivating or harrowing did go pretty well. We could drive quite fast, so it gave Nordic a good amount of space to do the drilling with the pickup, which was yeah, working pretty smoothly. So let's just drop the cultivator off here, and then we can shut the tractor down. The tractor has got some lime residue on the wheels, but there's rain on the forecast, so I'm hoping that is going to wash it off somewhat. But there we go. We have a field of canola now drilled, which is fantastic to see. It will be fertilized to the primary degree, and once it has germinated, Nordic and I can come and do the fertilizing spreader with the spreader we bought today. So yeah, nice to see a different crop in, and yeah, we'll be able to watch it through the growth stages. Now, I did just want to take a little closer inspection of our spreader. This is the Vicon PS 1004, which was, yeah, quite a affordable spreader, and it seems to have a bit of a wagging tail as the applicator, which is very good. But there we go. That is it for today. We've got a brand new field, and we'll be looking to drill that next time with, I think, winter barley or winter wheat. And hopefully that's going to grow some chicken feed for the next season when we look to buy some chickens. But I hope you have enjoyed watching. If you have, remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out Nordic's channel for his perspective of today's session. And if you've got any tips, tricks, or things you'd like us to do, feel free to leave a comment. All there's left to say is hope to see you again next time on Conquer the Frontier at the New Frontier. And until then, catch you later. Cheers all. Bye bye.